Hey, beer fans, the Beer Ramble. That is me, John Henderson Pierre. Back again, another Beer Ramble edition today. We're looking at Bud Light Orange. 4.2% ABV. Ingredients: water, barley malt, corn or rice, hop extract, high fructose corn syrup, natural flavors, and orange peel. 4.2 ABV. This beer, I don't know if this is popular. It's been around for a while now. I know our neighboring state of Florida, had it. And I have my views on these sort of styles of beers. I'm just not a huge fan of it, but someone gave it to me, and I said, I'll review it for the public, for my fans, my people. Anyway, here you go what the beer looks like. Really nothing much here. Looks like your standard, like your everyday typical light brew. Nothing real fascinating about it. Definitely getting a scent of the orange peel. Citrus. Again, I guess Bud Light Lime and some of the others, or Bud Light Orange, like the lime, it's all about, I guess, trying to compete with those who like wine spritzers, wine coolers. Budweiser will compete with this up, even competing with their own line of the Lime-A-Ritas. The Rita line, Lime-A-Rita, Star Rita, Mango Rita, Grape Rita, whatever. And then, of course, it's also the Angry Orchard. Again, everybody's cannibalizing each other. They're competing for those who like the white wines, whether it be Moscato, Riesling, Chardonnay, to wines beers such as this. Also that fruit flavored thing, and I'm just, I want beer to taste like beer. That's kind of my thing. Not to taste like it's, like I'm drinking an orange soda, whatever. I mean, even there they're competing with the Not Your Father folks, that does the root beer and all that, which it did well, but it was never really something I was full on board on. The hard sodas, if you're going to drink those hard sodas, whatnot, add bourbon to it, I'll make you trying to think, oh yeah, it's a beer, but but technically it's a hard drink, but it's really a beer, like the Mike Lemonade crowd, similar. That's who they're competing with, so. It tastes like, I don't know. Almost like an orange soda to me. But it has booze, but I don't get any of the booze in this at all. None whatsoever. So, brewed with real orange peels to unlock a new way to taste summer refreshment. So, yes, definitely it is like the Bud Light Lime, which to me, it tastes like the Tequila, which Anheuser-Busch, before the InBev had bought them out, but Anheuser-Busch had put out back in the late 90s, early 2000s, and I guess they were trying to compete with Corona, with the lime in your beer sort of thing, which, you could do with any beer. And to me, I think Corona tastes better without the lime, in my opinion. Pardon me. So, it's not going to be a long review, guys. We know Bud Light is the best-selling beer in the world. Obviously, number one here in the States. Sales about close to 2 or 3 billion from what I last read of the top 20 best-selling beers. This is not a beer I buy a lot because I'm not a fan of Bud Light. Never have been a fan of it. But someone give it to me at a party, I will drink it, and not to be rude, But it's a okay, it's an okay light beer. So they decided to do some variations of it. They had the Bud Light Platinum, which to me probably was as bland as it gets in my opinion. It had a little bit of reminiscent of maybe reminiscent of what you call it, Bud Light Lime. What did I say Bud Light Lime remind me of? It reminded me of a little bit of I say it reminds me of Tequila. Bud Light Platinum, excuse me, I should say. It reminded me a little bit of King Cobra, but I think King Cobra was a lot better. Another beer that Anheuser-Busch InBev talks about, which they don't know about, produces, but they don't talk about their high gravity beers or their malt liquor line. King Cobra. I think Sparks also is in there too, and then of course the Hurricane, the 6%, and then the 8.1%. It's like King Cobra. We don't know nothing about King Cobra. We don't know nothing about Hurricane. We don't know. Well, hey, let's talk about Bud Light. Let's talk about Budweiser, and hey, let's talk about Busch even. So the Bud Light Platinum to me, I think, was a bit plain. It just wasn't that good to me. I felt, but. So to come out with another variation, a couple of years ago, actually, going back 7 years ago, Bud Light had the Golden Wheat. That was very popular. That had some sort of like I would say wheat beer, but it had taste like of a bread, like a very spicy type of bread. It had coriander. They had some allspice, maybe some nutmeg, some ginger. Sort of, that was kind of their theme they were going with. I don't know if they were trying to compete with Blue Moon at that time, or who they were trying to compete with, but it did okay, or any other wheat beers, or Witter beer, Witbier. I don't think it did well, so that they discontinued it. So they've tried to do different things to reinvent the Bud Light line of beers, but I think they realized, hey, I think of all of them that have been successful, I would say the Bud Light line has been successful. I don't know about the orange. I'm not sure about the platinum. I don't know if the platinum's going to be around long, in my opinion, because I know they're still selling right now, but it's not a big seller. I mean, I very rarely get it. Again, just say, hey, this is King Cobra. Make it more powerful. King is 6%, which is what King Cobra is, 5.9 or close to 6. So, again, this is what it is. It's summer refreshment. Knock a couple of these back during the summer months. Enjoying with friends and family. If you want to hang out in the backyard, get done with the yard work, that'll be perfect for you. But, again, summertime lagers, summertime beers, I tend to get more... regular lagers, like I tend to get, anything else. Some of them more cheaper. Busch Light, somewhere in that range, But again, if this is what you want, this is what you like, go ahead and grab at it. Bud Light Orange. Just, I don't know. It just ain't my thing. Again, I'm not a fan of these sort of style of beer. So my score is, for the style and everything, I'm going to give this thing a C. a C minus. Yeah, maybe a B. I'll be kind. I'm gonna give this like a C plus. So that's like a 7.8, 7.7. That's a C plus right there for me. So that's my view on Bud Light Lime. Not a fan of these flavored beers, fruit style beers. It's just not something I usually get. Anyway, John Anderson here, the Beer Rambleton. Keep on watching as always. Cheers. Bud Light Lime. Oh well. I'll smile.